Wow, it's season 2 of our Friday night hangout. I am super excited. We got through season 1 with 30 episodes. Yes, we did it, and we can do more with this season 2. So invite your family, your friends, anyone who you think will benefit from listening and sharing, interacting with us on the Friday night hangout. We are starting strong in this season 2. We are going to unleash a number of thematic contents that will keep you ongoing, keep you focused, and keep you very intentional. We are also going to hone your different skill sets in finance, in business, in your personal life. Please come prepared. This is an upgraded season 2. Don't forget, join us every Friday night at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live at Professor Joy Onyesoh Facebook page. Prof. Joy Onyesoh, one word. See you there. Don't be left out. Hey! I'm super excited to be here. Thank God it's Friday. Woo! Are you ready for today? I am really super excited. Welcome, 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 super welcome to another Friday night hangout with your host, moi, Joy Onyesoh. I'm super excited to have you. I want to see your thank God it's Friday. I've had a very, very interesting but a hectic day. It's been fulfilling. In fact, I just came in not up to 20 minutes ago, but it's been really fulfilling. And I'm looking forward to the fun we're going to have here tonight, just interacting with you. And I'm super excited because we have an amazing guest in the house this evening, and I'm sure you don't want to miss this. Hey, welcome. So excited. This is the first Friday in the month of March. Woo! The month of March is a women's month. So from the first day of March to the 31st day of March, we keep celebrating us, women. This is our month. This is your month. This is my month. And we are going to make sure that we make the most out of the month of March. And that is why, hello, Adeze. Welcome, everyone. That's my Adeze, my daughter. And this month of March, we're discussing women in decision making and leadership. So I have amazing guests in the house. Some of you know them, some of you don't know them, but I have guests. Oh, thank God I'm back. The network is challenging, but I'm going to stay right here. So stay with me all through. So this month of March, I have an amazing lineup of women, powerhouse women, women in leadership, women in decision making, women who would inspire you. And I tell you, you don't have to miss any edition of the month in the month of March. I trust me, you wouldn't be happy if you do miss. But if for any reason you can't watch, please do watch the replay. And with that being said, I'm saying welcome. If this is your first time of joining us, welcome, 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 welcome. If this is the first time of joining us, this is the Friday night hangout where we learn and discuss on topical issues. We have women who have broken grounds in different endeavors, speak to us from their reality, and pour out nuggets into us. And in this month of March, the Women's Month, we have amazing, amazing Amazons in the house. And I'm sure that you would feel so happy when you see the lineup of women that are going to be pouring into us in the month of March. And yes, yes, don't miss it, success, don't miss it. Now, with that being said, this is the episode 9 in our season 2. Who is excited? I'm super excited. I'm super excited. So if you're a woman and you're watching this, make it a date with us every Friday, 7 p.m. YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Please don't miss this. If you have friends, sister, family who you know would get inspired, would love to be part of a network of women who are really, who are really just focused on doing them and expanding their space of influence, this is that place to be. So the Friday night hangouts is made for you, just so that you can have a space to have fun while learning and also learn how to celebrate yourself. We have so much fun here. I'm super excited at the tribe we've built in this space. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for staying through with me in all the season 1, season 2. You've all stayed through. You tune in every 7 p.m. I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much. And I do hope you're getting value. Like I would always say, I love to hear from you. So please drop me a chat, send me a message, DM me. I want to know how Friday Night Hangout is doing. You want to see us discuss some issues here, some topics that you are interested in? Please send me a DM, send me an email, drop a message on the chat box, and I promise you I'll respond, and I will try to ensure that we bring to you that which you listen to. Now, I want to celebrate two amazing people. I think in the last 3, 4, 5 editions, they've been the consistent winners. And I'm talking about Nasibu Yakubu and Jane Wosu. Congratulations to both of you. Again, you've won the cash prize of 2,500 Naira each for having the highest likes on the replay shares. Congratulations. Let's celebrate Nasiba Yakubu. Let's celebrate Jane Wosu. And you know what, both of you, I have a special gift for you, a very special gift for you. And I will let you know about that gift before we wrap up for today. So join me, tribe, in celebrating Nasiba and Jane. Congratulations. Congratulations. Keep sharing, keep winning, keep sharing, keep winning. Congratulations. Congratulate Nasiba and Jane. Congratulations. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready. Get your writing materials out. I am bringing on board a super Amazon, my friend, my sister, an amazing person. She is no other person than Osai Ojigho. She's a woman activist. She's also the country director of Amnesty International. I think her network is having issues, but she's on the stream and she'll be joining us very soon. While we wait for her to come on live, let us take this time out to say congratulations to Nasiba, congratulations to Jane, and I want to see your Thank God It's Friday. I want to see your Thank God It's Friday. Thank God It's Friday. Thank God It's Friday. Thank God It's Friday. Keep it coming in. Thank God It's Friday. Great, great, great. Keep it coming in. Congratulations, congratulations. Let me see your Thank God It's Friday. Thank God It's Friday. Welcome, Jane. Welcome, Nasiba. Welcome, Shola. Welcome, Adenike, Amarachi, Ebere, Success, Iske Adeze. Congratulations, Nasiba. We're still waiting. I think Osai's network is having some issues, but I'm sure she will join us as soon as she can. But while we're waiting for her to join us, today we're discussing women in leadership. A very interesting topic, because this is our month. And the International Women's Day will be coming up Monday, March 8th. And across the world, women across the world will be celebrating that day. Women across the world, that is huge. It's a day that we all look forward to. And if not for COVID-19 pandemic, most of us would have been in New York by this time, getting ready to celebrate the CSW. But be it as it may, we're all celebrating it in our countries this year because of the special circumstances of the COVID-19 pandemic. But we're not going to be distracted by this. Rather, we're going to be energized and looking at new opportunities. So, We are going to be looking at women in leadership in the month of March. What does it mean to be a woman in leadership? What are some of the characteristics of a woman in leadership? Oh, and this says my birthday is on March 23rd. Happy birthday in advance, Adese. Can we wait till March 23rd to celebrate you? Oh my goodness, Adese is so funny. Adese, yes, I've seen it. Your birthday is on March 23rd. We know, and we'll celebrate you on March 23rd. Okay? Okay. Women in leadership. This is a very topical issue. In fact, the workshop I just came back from, most of the conversation we had was just revolved on enhancing and strengthening women's capacity to participate effectively in different leadership positions, in different peace processes, because this is very key for sustainable peace. This is really very key for sustainable peace. Just give me a second. Osai is sending me a message so I can see what she's sending. So just a second and I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. So Osai is here.
Okay.
Yay!
Great. We made it. The network, I'm telling you, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, wherever you may be. It's just been a very hectic day with internet.
Yes, we're resilient women. The network is really very bad, even on my side. It's really very bad. But stay with us. Stay with us. We're going to try to see this through and have some interesting conversation. It's not easy to catch Osai, my sister and my friend. I call her my British one. In fact, I just had it before you came on. I'm super excited to introduce to you Osai. Just stay tuned, get your writing materials. She's full of nuggets. And today we're going to be discussing women in leadership. I'll allow Osai to self-introduce, and she will take us through what being in leadership means and some of the strategies you can use as a woman to stay and remain relevant in leadership, and also so many nuggets that would help you if you're thinking of, rising through the ladder. And remember, you mustn't have a title to be anyway. So Osai is going to take us through that interesting conversations. You have question, put it on the chat box, and please help me welcome Osai the way we welcome our guest here. Give her the Friday night hangout welcome. Osai, the floor is yours. Hello, Osai. Can you hear me? Okay, Osai, the floor is yours. Introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Joy, and thank you all for joining in this evening. I've been running away from this for a long time, so for Joy to have captured me. I can hear you, but can you hear me? So thank you, Joy, for having me on the show today. My name is Osai Ojigho. I am currently the country director of Amnesty International Nigeria, based in Abuja, Nigeria. I'm a feminist, I'm a lawyer, I'm a gender justice advocate. I'm also a mother, a sister, and someone who really believes in living your life on your own terms.
Yeah.
So, the topic for today, focusing on leadership, it's essential for every woman to see herself as a leader. You don't need to have the title of leader for you to experience leadership or for you to be a leader. And I think that is something we all should take away from today's session. Oftentimes, we are told that leaders are people that do great things, wonderful things. They have millions of followers. They are powerful. and that leadership comes naturally to them, or in the cases of royalty, it's inherited because you have royal blood in you. But modern day definitions tell us that leadership is all about showing up.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're on this program today, you showed up for yourself, you showed up for someone else, you're a leader. Another thing that is crucial is also about how you look after yourself and look after the people around you. And this is something that comes naturally to women, because we tend to be given caregiver roles as a result of society or religious expectations of the roles they think women should have. But I will tell you today, keep that on one part, or keep that on one side. The moment you were born, you are given skills, you are given gifts, you are given an opportunity, a chance to succeed. And in order for you to take those chances whenever they come your way, you have to exhibit certain traits. So, starting from that point of view, I think it's important for you to recognize, first of all, to be self-aware. I always tell people when I meet them, when they say, oh, I want to do your work, or I want to go into development, or I don't know what I want to do with my life, I always say you already know, it's just that you need to discover yourself. And sometimes your environment plays a role in that. So as becoming a leader or being a leader means you have to be self-aware. If you don't know who you are, what your strengths are, your weaknesses, it will be difficult for you to succeed in whatever you do, because you would always be living on other people's terms. So the first task is for all of us to know who you are. Sometimes we do this exercise whereby we say that every human being, there are three sides to you. The side that everyone thinks you are, the side that you think you are, and the real you. To discover your real self entails courage.
Yeah.
And so my call for everyone today is that take that courage to discover who you are. You know what you like, you know what you don't like. So let's not pretend about it. And you should be able to own it. Sometimes some of the strengths you have, you wish you don't have it, right?
Yeah.
Some of the weaknesses you have, you wish you could go away. I wish I was a better singer. I wish I could dance as like Beyonce. I wish, the most important thing is know who you are and own it. And they've always taught us in school, which is something I want us to also unlearn as well, that you need to keep practicing on the issues so that you can get better on the issues you don't know well. In life, it's a bit different. When you know what you are good at, that is what you should invest your energy in, and rather lean on others on your weaknesses. So there's no point wasting your time and energy on something that is not natural to you. It will only lead to disappointment, to frustration, and you would lose your path to success. I know this is hard for people to hear, especially when you're in a role. Some people might be in a role now requiring you to have certain skills and you don't have it. And that's why we're all on webinars. We're all learning skills. We're all learning stuff that we need to succeed in life. But the truth to success is knowing what you are really good at and being an expert in it that no one can live without you. I think that's one crucial point you also need to take from this. So for your weaknesses, they are in two categories. One that you may over time overcome because it might be due to lack of exposure, it might be education. That is why we tell people go to school. It might be due to some limitations that is not natural to you. That you can spend some time learning and improving on. But most importantly, learning the tactics in order to spend less time on those tasks, but still succeed. Then your ultimate weakness that is not natural to you, that you do not like, that is where you need helpers. We all need helpers. And as women, we find it very difficult to ask for help because it appears like we're incompetent.
Yeah.
We want to be self-reliant, which is good. But when you have a weakness, it is important to seek help early, identify who can help you, and then seek
Okay, I think we've momentarily lost Osai. While we're waiting for her to come back, she dropped a whole lot of nuggets. Okay, I think she's back. You know, I think the network is really acting up today. I hope. Okay, the network is really acting up. But while we're waiting for Sai to come on in, she has really dropped out. She has dropped a lot of nuggets, and she said something I want to emphasize on. You know, we've been talking about SWOT analysis for a whole lot of time. Each time we have a guest that come in, the person also talks about SWOT analysis, and this is really key. Know your strength, know your weakness, know the opportunities you have, and know your threats. I think she's back, and I'm going to add her right in. So it's really
Let's
key
do
that
this.
you really know yourself. Osai is back. Great.
Great. We are going to get this through. Internet is not going to.
No, it's not going to take us down.
Yes. So thanks, Joy, for recapping that. So the next thing is to recognize that we're as women, we are fighting already a battle whereby the environment doubts us.
Mm,
There are barriers and obstacles deliberately put in our way in the name
mm,
of tradition, religion, culture,
mm,
and even some institutions that we know that appear to be egalitarian. So, like schools,
mm,
where everyone should succeed depending on how well you do. Because the people that are in these institutions are human beings and they are a product of society, they come into those institutions with biases.
true.
So, women and men, boys and girls, enter into these institutions with privileges and with barriers.
Mm,
And that is why it's critically important the work that women, human rights defenders, gender equality advocates, and civil society, the work that we are doing to ensure that gender equality is something that we see in our lifetime and to
mm.
address the historical wrongs that women and girls have suffered. So that
Can I
shouldn't put you down.
And there's something you said to explain because some of our audience don't understand what it means to come into a system with privilege. Can you explain a little bit more about that? So if you say someone is coming to a process or a system having some privileges, what do you mean?
So when a child is born, you give a child a name, right? And the child
Yeah.
grows, then there are certain milestones you expect the child to achieve. At this age, you will walk. At this age, you will start school. At this age, you get married. At this age, so many milestones that people look forward to. We find research has shown that with boys and girls, differences start becoming obvious as they move from babyhood to adulthood.
Mm,
So, for example, in primary school, you find that a lot of girls are very vocal, like a lot of boys. They say their mind, they play, they do everything they want to do. By the time they move into secondary school and the girls begin to develop, and girls also develop puberty much earlier than boys, you find that people start treating them like little women. And people start imposing certain cultural behaviors on them. So a girl that used to speak quite freely in primary school suddenly is told you are too loud, you need to wait your turn, and you need to respect boys when boys speak first. You also find that boys are more encouraged to be active in class. You are a man, you should speak up. You should you should be the leader in the classroom, especially in mixed sex schools. And in some cases, in some schools, I know that has changed now. There used to be only one head prefect. And if it's a mixed school, it's likely to be a boy because they believe boys are leaders and girls follow. So the girl will be the deputy head prefect. In some schools now, they now have female head prefect, male head prefect. But you find that because girls constantly have to defend why they should lead, some give up. They get tired of having to argue, to be called names, to be told you have to act like a lady. Whereas for men, their excesses are excused. There's a reason for it. They'll tell you things like, can't you see he's a man? He's not supposed to be, you should have talked to him gently. You shouldn't have answered him like that. And even when boys are a bit forceful and violent, they will ask the girl, what did you do? What did you say? Your mouth is running faster than your head. So all those negative feedback tend to then make many girls to hold back, to second guess themselves, to question whether they deserve to be where they are. And even when children come home with their report cards, everybody wants to know who is first. And it's a boy that comes home and is second. And the parents go through the list and then they ask, who was first? And you said, it's one Amaka. They'll be like, what? A girl beats you? You are useless. You are this. So guys are told that you need to strive for excellence. But if you are a lady and you come home and you get third, they're like, you tried. So you might not feel the need to become first. But for a boy, they're going to push you, they're going to harass you until you get that first. So if the same attention is given to the boy and the girl, if the boy speaks too loud in class and you tell him you speak too loudly, comport yourself. This is not how you address people. And you see a girl who is struggling with her studies and you encourage her to study better, it would mean everyone is treated fairly and equally. But that's not the reality. Then when they get into university, it's even now more entrenched. And in some communities, girls don't even get the chance of a university education. In Nigeria today, we have met our goals of enrollment for boys and girls. So more girls are entering school these days. But when you look at completion rate, especially from secondary school, girls are dropping. And by the time they get to university, the numbers have even dropped further. And it's because people think women are not, if families have problems, they drop the female child's education first. It doesn't matter whether she's the eldest, it doesn't matter if she's the smartest. They just feel the boy has more chances of success, of being successful than a woman. So that's what I mean by privileges.
Thank you so much, Osai. This is very interesting. I'm happy I asked that because we're able to be just dissect it for us to really understand. And I love. I think my mic is.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just when the network gets bad, like I would try. I know it's aching to.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. So thank you for starting that baby adopting. We've seen where it started and why there is a gap in and the period. Then I want you to look at now the public space, a journey, and now match the front with women. So what is the idea behind International Women's Day? It also has women in leadership public spaces. So what do we want to achieve?
Okay, so if I got you correctly, we're now looking at leadership in the office or workspaces, right?
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so the good thing is that we're in the 21st century. A lot of some of the barriers that women had to coming to work has already been surmounted. So now we have females in professions that in the past people didn't think a woman could fly a plane. We are having women doctors and women doing really fantastic work all over the world. But despite the fact that women are now becoming more visible in the world of work, there are still challenges. One of the major one is the one we call the double burden of women. So society is accepting, yes, she can do it. If she can think it, she can do it. If she wants to achieve it, it is possible. But the domestic chores at home is still largely borne by women. So you have a situation, if you are a couple, husband goes to work, wife goes to work, you come back from work, husband takes off his shoes, or maybe wife helps him to take off his shoes. He sits down on the couch and is watching television. Wife goes into the kitchen, sometimes has not changed her clothes from her office wear because dinner needs to be served hot. Children's homework needs to be done. So she's already asking the kids, get on the dining table. Where's your homework? While she's also even if she has help, she's supervising the help. Where's this? Where's that? Looking after everyone. By the end of the day, she's exhausted and the circle continues again. Because even though society has now recognized that women can go to work, the second income is important for the family. Domestic chores are still the primary responsibility of women. And this became even much more strongly felt during COVID 19 because there was lockdown, we were all at home. So you would think, okay, everybody is at home, we'll share the work. Women were still supervising homework, they were still cooking, they were still preparing, and they still needed to join their office meetings online. Men were doing the same, but the domestic chores issue was still there. So it's not because men are not at home or they were going to have drinks with their friends. It's just that in their head, they feel this is something women do best. And be very careful about that title. They say, oh, you do it so well. I could never cook
It's
as
not
well as my
everybody.
wife and all of those things. It's a trap. Everyone should learn how to cook. It's a life skill. So if you
Yes.
have boys and girls around you that don't know how to cook, teach them. It's a life skill. And no
Yeah.
one says cooking for your family once in a while or supporting your spouse in the kitchen is not manly.
Mm, I like that.
And we are now we need to recognize the fact that that is key. So that is one part, the double burden part. The second part is women's um, sexual and reproductive health.
Yeah.
A lot of women enter the workforce right after school when 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 you are in your most reproductive state.
Yeah.
You want to start a family or you already have one that is growing. The world of work demands you to give them their 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, whatever you've negotiated with them. But as a mother, you know that sometimes it's not possible.
Yeah.
because you have a baby to look after, a toddler to look after, a child that needs your attention. Sometimes you are pregnant while at work. Pregnancy is different for everyone, and every pregnancy is different. So
Yes.
just because the first one went like this does not mean the second one will be smooth.
True.
But you are still expected to be at your best at work, to deliver at work. And then you need to take time off when you are about to have your baby. Not many employers are as tolerant of women who are in their reproductive phase of life because they feel that you are getting time off that they have to pay for. So it's either they tell you, okay, well, you can go off but we won't pay you, or they grumble and they complain about it when you go off for leave, or you lose in promotions because they feel you're not reliable. They say, very soon as you get pregnant again and have another child. Is that the
Yeah.
person you want to make manager of our most promising site? So other biases come in. And then for some women, the burden of managing home, husband, children, work, commitments becomes so much, and then they drop out of work,
True.
which is a stage now that I hope we can talk a bit more.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have the support structure, we
Yeah.
need to find ways that we can help ourselves as women, even if you don't have a mother or a sister. If there are other women around, we need to find something, because the answer is not for you to drop off work. If
Yeah.
there's anyone here listening and felt, oh, I've already left, I can't go back, there's no point crying over spilt milk. We're going to help you get back into the world of work. But if
Amen.
you're a woman on the call right now and you feel, I can't cope, I'm doing my head in, my children need me, my husband needs me, don't leave that office.
Beautiful.
You know why? Because you need experience to move up the ladder. And believe me, it gets easier. You just need to hang in there.
Yeah.
That crucial period where everything is going crazy, don't give up. It's going to get easier. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
Because once your kids are growing up, man, you become like Sisi. In
telling
fact, that will
you.
not be your hottest time. And people will be like, what is happening? Madam that has a 5. You'll be like, what do you mean 5K? My 5 are now mini adults. I am free now to achieve, soar, and do everything.
That's
and
it.
you have the experience to show. But if you leave too soon, you won't get there.
Yeah. I love this. I really love this.
You need to stay in there. And then the final thing about work is you need to do work that inspires you. Sometimes we're in a job because it pays the bill, and that is fine.
I
And
love
that is fine.
this.
If you're in a job now that pays the bills, it's fine. I believe in appreciating my labor.
Yes.
It is my work. If I'm selling puff puff, if I'm plaiting hair, if I am a clerk now, it is what is paying my bills, and
Yes.
I'm happy and I appreciate it. But don't give up your dream, because you can achieve it still. You just need to find that time to still invest in that your dream job, and it could be a business or a career you want to do. But a lot of us fall into this trap of self-pity, or we feel we are lost. Believe me, you are never lost. This lady that is now the vice president of America, Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Do you know when she got married? She got married in her 50s. Yes, she might not have her own biological children, but she has children that she's caring for.
Beautiful.
So don't think it's ever too late for you. Somebody's morning might be your evening, and somebody's evening might be your morning. Your own time is your own time.
I love this. I love this. I think this is the perfect way. She has given us a lot of nuggets here. You know, my voice is, I don't know what's happening, but I hope you can make it the network. Thank you so much, Osai. You said so many things. Do not give up at that time. You need experience to grow. And that is why, because most women spend most Yes, taking care of the family, nurturing. That's why we have that huge gap. So it's important to have a support system that can help you move forward. Yes, we will pause here and
Exactly.
yeah, we're going to and take our ways, and then we'll come back to us. She's going to tell you how the system and she's going to more about strategies of staying active during your business when your kids are, because that's where the much becomes too much, and then so my voice is, I think it's still echoing. It's the network. It's still the it's the network. This is something else. It's the network.
Yeah,
Uh,
the network.
the network is bad. I take our first giveaways. First people, 10 persons to put in and their number, CGI and your number. First person, IF number. TGIF and your number. Keep the numbers coming. Hope you can hear. I hope so. Okay, great. Okay, great, great, great.
Ooh.
Keep it coming. Good. So the first 10 persons keep coming in. While this is happening, I want to celebrate Splendor Kitchen so much for gifting us 5 fish sticks chips. Thank you so much. We're going to give out that gift pack, that food pack, 5 with a caveat. You must be living in Enugu so you can. If you're not in Enugu, in your you don't put your request. You must be in Enugu get the food pack. So the 5 persons to type in Splendor. Don't worry about the spelling, but just make sure you type in Splendor. 5 persons type Splendor Kitchen. First 5 persons back. The first 5 persons get the food back. So keep it coming. Splendor Kitchen. Splendor, Splendor Kitchen. I didn't say I want. I didn't say she said I want. Splendor Kitchen. Follow instructions.
Even me,
Make
I
sure.
want. It's not fair that I know.
Okay, some people are getting it right. Keep it coming in. I'm seeing people putting I want, I want. I don't want, I want. Splendor Kitchen. Okay, please, my team, choose the first 5 persons. I've seen more than 5. Oh, that is great. But you must be in Enugu. And then I want us to thank and appreciate. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And she's on Facebook actually as Princess Uju.
Yeah.
So if you Splendor Kitchen, go great. So please, Splendor on. Oh, I Splendor coming in now. Thank you, President, for sponsoring today's episode of Friday Night Hangout with your 5 food pack. Then on March 8th, we're having a webinar, which time it was taking place. And on March 8th, I'll be talking about time management of effective leaders. So it's part of what we're talking about today. Remember, talking about how can you learn from women leaders who have effectively managed their time. Because we're lucky to have wrapped Osai, and we're having here in the program today. She's saddled with a lot of responsibility, but she has managed her time very effectively, being able to home from her official duties and her personal. So we want to learn how women in such positions have been able to do, so that you can learn that skill set, manage your time effectively, and you don't drop out. So if you want to learn about this, join March 8th on 7:30 p.m. 5 p.m., we're going to be having that conversation. Um, register even then. Can I have the link on the chat box, please? Can I have the chat box? Please put the link in the chat box. So if you're interested, we have limited. So just click on the link, register is free, and then show up. If you're not going to show up, please don't take up the space. If you're not going to show up, please don't take up the space, please. Can I have the link in the chat box? Uh, Type in the link in the chat box. You can click and join in. So I look forward to seeing March 8th. I'm also going to this page anyway. So also watch one of my more details. We're still discussing the Women's Month, and March 8th, we're going to be having a special day set aside. I'm in today, my sister Osai, and we're talking about women in leadership. So now we're going to turn back to Osai to give us her wrap-up comments on strategies for change to and remaining resilient through that very period in life when you have small kids, this one, that one. You need to be like an octopus. How you need to, stay through that period. So I hand over to you.
Thank you so much, Joy. And please, you guys do take up the offer to improve yourself, and time management is very key. So, one of the strategies I use is to plan myself, plan my day. You can do what is comfortable for you. Some people have a to do list, some people set reminders on their phone. But the most important thing is that you should plan what you want to do with your day. Know your children's schedules, put it on your planner, know what you need to do for yourself. I never used to schedule time for myself. Now I put time for myself. Everybody knows when it's mommy's time. I call it mommy's time. Now I call it me time, because you also need time to recharge yourself. So please plan yourself with some relaxation time. And there's me time, and then there's time with your friends. Also, people that make you laugh, that you're happy, and it doesn't have anything to do with work, with family, or with kids. It's important for your mental health. The second thing is to really have a strong circle of supporters. So I can't remember all the categories, but I know you need mentors, you need sponsors, you need cheerleaders, and then every other person that you need in order to succeed. As women, sometimes we rely a lot on family members to help us with some of our family duties, speaking of the kids from school and all of that. That is fine. But you can also have people who might not be your family members, but maybe you go to the same school and you can plan things together. The only thing I would say is that make sure when it involves children, safety and security is paramount. Do not leave your kids with people that you've not vetted, that you do not trust, and that for long periods of time. So the mentors, sponsors, and cheerleaders are critically important if you want to grow in your career. Mentors are women or men that you admire, who are in your sector, in your line of business, and who can share their experiences and who you can, springboard ideas with. Sponsors are the people who speak on your behalf in the critical places. So this could be someone already in your organization, or someone who is familiar with your industry and can point you in the right direction. So don't get confused. So with mentors inspire you, they share their experiences, you can springboard ideas with them. Sponsors are those who have seen your potential and are willing to put their name or speak on your behalf in certain spaces so you can get access. Then you have cheerleaders, and cheerleaders are mostly our friends. But with friends, you have those who are always complaining. You don't need that for your career. You need friends that will encourage you, friends that would share their own opportunities with you to grow. and cheer you on when you are doing something. They are not bringing anything to the table, but when you share something, they're like, oh, that's good. When you have something that is working well, they can tell you, oh, this is right. They are there for you. They are your supporters. So that's crucial also to have. As you go with time, some people will drop off and some people will change. So you can have a mentor that ends up becoming a sponsor and is also a cheerleader. You can have people that were cheerleaders and they get into a position of influence and then they become sponsors or mentors. So there's no straight jacket. What is crucial is you have those people in your life and you're investing in those relationships. The other is networking. This is something that we women do so well in our communities, but we find it so hard to do in the world of work. So with networking means stepping out of your comfort zone, not only with people that are familiar, but people who are in your industry. Thank God for social media nowadays. Some of us are discovering people on LinkedIn. Some of us are discovering friends, even on this call, people that you will not ordinarily meet. But for me, the fact that this person um, is in this Friday hangout means the person is interested in something that I'm also interested in. So maybe we should connect. And you'll find out that from a virtual connection, you make a physical connection. And then from there, you begin to grow, you inspire yourselves, you make it possible for you to exchange skills and experiences. The final thing is to be able to review what you're doing from time to time. Things change. You don't have to be the same. We have changed. It's either you've grown older, you grow younger. I'm sure there are some people here that have grown younger in the
Plenty people. Oh my goodness, this network thing. We're going to hold on. We're really going to hold on. While we're waiting for Osai to come on in again, the link to the free webinar has been posted on the chat box. It's a webinar on time management skills of effective leaders, and it's happening on Monday, 7:30 p.m. through to 8:45 p.m. It's our International Women's Day celebration event, and I invite you to come in there. We're going to have conversations on the time quadrant. What is time quadrant? And how can it help you to manage your time effectively? And then we look at some effective leaders to see what they have done to have made them grow to where they currently are right now. So take advantage of this and register. It's free, but you need to register. And if you know you wouldn't turn up, please don't take up the space because it's a limited space. Once we get the number of persons we want, we shut down. Okay. We're still waiting. I think Osai's network is still bad. We're still waiting for her to come on in. Now, starting from next week Sunday, I'm going to be having a book club, a Power Woman book club. And what we are going to be doing in that book club is to read the Power Woman book. We're going to use it, read the book, look at some of the life lessons contained there, and then we'll have conversations. But it's strictly for those who are going to purchase the Power Woman book in this month of March. So to be eligible, you need to purchase the Power Woman book in this month of March. Let me see if Osai has come on backstage. So if you buy the Power Woman book, either hard copy or soft copy, in this month of March, you become eligible to be added onto the Power Woman book club. We're going to have a lot for the 4 weeks in which we're host the book club reading event. So you don't want to miss a special reading Power Woman book. We're going to have conversation, question and answer, and we're going to talk about a lot of issues that affect women in that book club. It's going to be 1 hour and 30 minutes every Sunday. So if you got the hard copy of the Power Woman book in the month of March, because we're celebrating the Women's Month, so the offer is valid only for the month of March. Anyone that bought the Power Woman book in the month of March is eligible to be part of the Power Woman book club. I there because I really appreciate you. It's my only way of saying thank you. So if you're a member of the, my goodness. Okay. All right. So Osai, I hand over to you before the next out. To you were saying very interesting, fantastic thing about, you were talking about mentorship, sponsorship, sponsor, and all of those. I love how you should recognize, just to conclude, and then we take it from there.
So if you can hear me now, I can just round up my final point. Great. So my final point was about review. So it's always good to take stock, to reflect. Am I still achieving my goals? Am I still on the right path? Circumstances can change. Situations can throw you what we call curveballs. So something you did not expect, something that takes you unaware. But your ability to adapt, your ability to get up when you fall down will be instrumental in you achieving your goal. And your ability to assess where you are at the point in time will tell you whether you need to flow with the flow. So if things are just moving, whether you should just still get on that wave and move, or you need to step out of that water and find another source. So without the ability to step back and reflect, you might lose those opportunities to make crucial changes and crucial decisions in your life path. And one last thing, that story that a woman or any man can have it all is a mirage. You need to make do and make well with what you have and live in the present and enjoy the present while you plan and hope for a better future. We've seen that in every stage of life and in every situation, there'll be times when you are more of a mother and less of a colleague or a wife, and other times where you are more of, as in your family, we need to understand that, look, I have something crucial at work I need to really sort out. So now I really need to be the boss, or I need to really be the employee at work. And you guys, not that you're second place, but at this point in time, I need to dedicate a bit more time here. It is women striving for perfection and 100% in all areas of their life that has led to depression, a lot of regrets, and also harmful medical conditions. But if you know you take it in your stride, and if you're a person of faith, like many of us are, you believe that you've done your best, then you leave the rest. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. You see why I said wow, house. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. And I love the way you wrapped it up. We don't need to strive for perfection. We're not perfect. So you should try to be perfect. And oftentimes we hold that to a very high level of expectation and a number of problems. So my sister friend Osai, I know told you that we're a power, and I'm sure a number of numbers. The next is for you to implement those where you forward on. Very important. Don't tell someone that just hearing. I want you to become consistent in action. So 3 key things. I want you to write down 3 key things you've taken away from today, and 3 key comments you're making yourself. What 3 things do you need to do from tonight, not from tomorrow, from tonight? What 3 key things you need to do to move yourself forward? I want you to write down those things. Okay? I talked about review. I thank you so much. Thank you so much
My
for pouring
pleasure.
into us tonight. And I'm hoping that we can have you again some other time on another topic, and I'll bring you in for the year. And I appreciate you honestly. Being a true sister in the sense of the word. What she's one of my support system. So we've come a long, very long. When you find yourself as, we call ourselves young women in a space that is like said by my experience. So we form a and we don't compete. We just support one another, push ourselves forward. That's what you need to be doing. Find those people that have like mind as you. It's important to have that support system if you want to thrive and move forward. Very important. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you got your freebies. Those that got all that parts. A member of my team will be in touch to make sure you get data subscription, cash prize, or food. Your you will get it. And this is me saying thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening and weekend.
Join me in thanking Splendor. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of the Friday Night Hangout. Splendor Kitchen is here. Princess is right here on this chat. Just hit her for your food orders and all that very tasty meals. Thank you so much, Splendor Kitchen. And to all members of my support is behind the scene right here. Thank you so much to Adeze for being my present. Thank you to Favor. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Thank you to Success for Logistics for making sure everything happens. Thank you, and thank you to all of you. I want you to go away with something. Being a power man means that you're giving yourself the permission to be vulnerable enough to ask for help when you need it. It doesn't mean being a superwoman. No, it doesn't mean that. It means giving yourself the permission to ask for help when you need it. And that's the word I want to leave. So on that note, I say thank you to the network we had, but we stay close. Unfortunately, what about people who bought the Power Woman book before March? No. If you bought the Power Woman book before March, the book club is a special episode of the March because we're celebrating International Women's Month. So if you bought the book in the month of March, then you get because we're discussing the Women's Month. And so that book, Power Woman book club, is all of March. And don't forget to register for the event and thank me later. Register for the free event that we have. The link is right here. Register. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Love you so much. It's Friday Night Hangouts. Have a blessed celebrate yourself. Because of the network, we cannot do our music, but thank you so much. Okay? Love you all. Love you all. Thank you all. And keep doing you. Enjoy your weekend. And happy International Women's Day in advance. It's happening on Monday. Please try an event or try and celebrate attending an event because you're what to celebrate. On that note, I say love you all and see you next Friday. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Osai, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.